Welcome to My Hero Academia Season 4, episode number 12, reaction, redirect, and review video. I'm really hyped because this episode was fucking insane. So, oh god, that was kind of a burp. Let's get this out of the way right now. This is a redirect video. If you want to see the reaction, you can look down below into the description. You will find a link that will take you to BitChute where you can watch the full unedited reaction. So, go do that. Hopefully you enjoy. But if you want to sit around for the review, then here we are. Okay, so since Wayne can overall do that, I don't remember that being in his twerk description. Like we got the list of all the the people. I don't remember that being in there, but okay, we'll start off with Deku bursting down the wall, entering the fight. Actually before that we still got a scene where Deku and Tsunade and Aizawa and shit we're kind of still recovering from Mimic, and we got Mimic still like chained up and tied up. And saying like, oh, I'll fucking kill the lead because he was mad that Torten twice betrayed him. Um, and we also got that really good scene with Rotlot, which really made him a good. I don't want to say top 10 characters. There's so many fantastic characters in the series, but probably top 20 characters. Rotlot, I think, is really cool. His design is amazing. His twerk is really cool. Um, and we got that clip of his wife and his, which by the way I have to say that his wife is pretty cute. And his his kid, which explains why he really was like, oh, why are we letting these kids fight? Like we're the pros, shouldn't we fight? But then he said something like, the kids here are being more heroes than any of the heroes here actually are, which is Rottler is just great. But then we got, of course, the start of Deku versus overhaul kind of a little bit. They haven't fought much yet. I feel like the person who's fought the most in this episode was Tsunade actually. Um, but we started like this weird big group fight kind of which is hard to kind of like get into. But what we saw is Chrono's back. He like used his twerk with his weird hair thing. And he hit Aizawa and he like took him somewhere. I don't know. We got to see Chrono's face. Pretty cool looking guy, a pretty boy, as I said in the reaction. Also cool twerk. Chrono might be my favorite member of the 8 bullets, probably because we've like gotten the most on him. I feel like um I do like him. I think he's pretty cool. Um, and we got that scene where he talked to like Aizawa and he said, I feel like Overhaul would like someone who could delete quartz. We've done a lot of research on you working on the delete bullets. So he's gonna keep him there, not kill him, which hopefully we can get him, out of that really bad situation he's in. But Aizawa's been in worse situations. His arm was crushed completely by a Nomu, and his face was like being smashed into the ground, and his elbow got decayed. So Aizawa's been in worse situations, but still not a great situation he is in right now. Um, but then that fun scene happened when Overhaul killed Shin, one of the 8 bullets, and fused with him. Because that's apparently something he can do. I don't know where that came from, but he got 4 arms and he got stereo, even stereo. He's just what the fuck is that design? It's cool. It's cool as fuck. Don't get me wrong, but it's just scary that's what Overhaul looks like when he fuses with. I don't know if that's what if he fuses with everyone, but he definitely looks like that when he fused with Shin, which that was did not like that. Um, so he just got even scarier and even stronger. So Night Eye stepped up to fight him, and he did. He used his foresight to, see his upcoming moves. Um, and we got him a little bit more of a flashback with Sir Night Eye talking to Drain Sereno and also to All Might that he saw All Might's death in his vision. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, why we don't need to talk about that. Not in the current situation that's going on where he was fighting with Overhaul. And he had his foresight active until that was a fun scene where he saw Deku and he saw blood. Blood just we saw a shot of the film reel and there was Deku and then blood just keep covering the screen more, and then the vision cut off, which that's not good. Um, so what we saw while Mirio and Deku were kind of talking to Eddie a little bit like it's gonna be all right, we're gonna protect you. While Overhaul while Night Eye why do I always want to say Overhaul for every character? While Night Eye and Overhaul are fighting. But then Night Eye got stabbed with a spike like straight through the chest. I don't know if it like hit. I don't think it hit as hard because it was still like breathing and like talking a little bit after that. But definitely straight through the chest. Definitely very bad for him. Also like straight through the leg. Um, horrible condition Tsunade is in. He definitely might die, which I don't want to talk about that because that's sad. I like Tsunade a lot. He's a great character, but he's in a horrible situation. Um, Mirio was also in a horrible situation after the fight he had with Overhaul. He was trying to get Eddie out while Deku kind of stepped up trying to protect Tsunade. Bumping up to 20%. One for all, 20%. Manchester Smash, which was cool, but it didn't hit, so he kind of just missed and like just shattered the ground a bit. Um, Deku got like spiked right through his foot, right through his leg as well, I think. But he pulled that out and he crushed that spike and he was ready to keep on fighting. I feel like we might need more than 20% if you want to really beat this guy. Um, and then Overhaul used his ability that he just got from Shin, his confession ability, when he drew a hand out of his, he drew a mouth out of his hand, like fucking Deidara from Naruto. Um, and he used his confession ability, which actually reminds me a lot of what Pride did in the, I don't know what episode it was, but in the last arc of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, kind of a little bit of a spoiler, but when he took Gluttony's powers, um, kind of reminds me of that. Um, so that was weird. But Eddie came back, of course, because he used Shin's confession power, saying like, "You need to come back here. You want to come back here." Um, but she also said like, if I come back, promise me, or like if I come back, you have to heal all of the guys you just like almost killed. And he didn't say anything to that, and I think it's really cool of Eddie to be like, I said it in the Irrational as well, that Eddie she really doesn't care about her own good much, which I know that's a bad thing. You should sometimes be a little selfish. But she's like, she was almost too selfless. But if as she's willing to, go through that hell with Overhaul again just to make sure other people don't get hurt, which I think is it's really cool for her. But then we got a very not unfortunate, but a very odd turn of events when suddenly everything started shaking, and then Hado, Uraraka, Tsuyu, Ryuchu, and the big guy just dropped through the ceiling right into the fighting arena that was currently happening. What? While everyone was fighting, they just dropped in there, which I'm not sure what's gonna happen next, but Ryuchu, Hado, Uraraka, and Tsuyu have joined the fight, I guess, a little bit right now, even though the other guy is still there. I don't know if he's still like conscious or something. We didn't see much of him. We don't see his face. But he was there, so I don't know if he's still, doing something. I kind of have this really weird theory that Overhaul might fuse with him as well, that he'll kill him and then just become like super huge and buff like that guy, which would be horrifying even more than he is right now. But there's more good people than there's bad people on the battlefield right now, so that's good. But it also worries me a lot for especially Ryuchu, since she was a newly character just introduced. I doubt that they can harm Uraraka and Siyu to the rate that they harm people like Sir Night or Mirio. Hado maybe, since Mirio did get fucked up pretty badly, but I'm especially worried about Ryuchu because she's as bad as this sounds. She seems like the most disposable character out of everyone in that room right now. Well, not counting the big guy, who's obviously the most disposable. Um, my God, a lot happened in this episode, but that's where we left off, and that's how I'm also gonna leave this video off right here. So hopefully you enjoyed this ramble review recap of the episode. Um, this is supposed to be a review where I actually like talk about what's good in the episode and what's like not as good. But honestly, with these episodes, all I can really talk about is what happened, because why would I talk about bad things? There are no bad things. Well, I don't want to say that. There's of course minor flaws here and there, but it's just so great. I love MHA. I love the show. I love it so fucking much. This is, I don't know if it's the best art in the show yet, but it's definitely getting close to being the best one. The fights are fucking insane. It's probably only gonna get better. Um, So hopefully you'll catch the next reaction that I will upload maybe on Saturday actually. I'm thinking about dropping some MHA episodes on Saturday now that I'm all caught up again. Um, so maybe that's gonna happen. If not, it'll hopefully be on Sunday, episode 13 next week. So look out for that if you want to. If you liked this video, then you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel, which would make me really happy. Because it just means that you guys enjoyed the video. You can also like the video down below. With that like button, which would also show me that you liked the video. I appreciate all of the support. You can comment, you can talk to me. I talk to you guys all the time. I'd love to talk to you guys more. I haven't gotten many comments recently. It's probably just my videos right now. I'm not doing like super the shows that really everyone is watching. Like this is not like AOT level like rate of interaction, but I would still appreciate comments here and there. So if you guys want to talk to me, please, I would love to. Um, I'm still thinking about doing a Discord server, but that's something. And then I have planned for probably 200 subscribers, so um, that's something that's like in the like the back room of ideas that I'll get to eventually. Um, so and yeah, that's gonna be it from me right now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is not signing out. Goodbye, everyone.